I want concentration. We are going to start with yet another simple chapter that is going to give you another 3 to 4 marks, and that chapter is related to what? Index numbers. And for the second chapter, we are going to start the revision of ease, index numbers. Index numbers. Now remember, index number is the measure of relative change in the price. Relative change in the price. Generally, it is a percentage change because base is considered to be equal to 100. It is a relative change. Base is considered to be equal to what? 100, but basically it is relative change. My second question is going to be, what if index number is 120? What would you say about the price? It means the price has gone up by 20%. If the index number is 92, what does it mean? Price is going down by 8%. If index number is 100, then it means price is constant. Then it means price is constant. If I say index number is 223, tell me what will it mean? What will it mean? Then it means that the price has gone up by 123%. Now if I say price doubled, then what will it mean? Then index number will be equal to 200. If I say price reduced by 1/3, price reduced by 1/3, not 2/3, then what is the index number? Now look, what does it mean? 1 rupee has gone down by 1/3, so remaining price is 2/3. So if this is made 100, then what is this? And therefore it will be 2/3 multiplied by 100. Now tell me what is that? It's 66 point something, no? And therefore in that case the index number will become 66.67. But if I say the price reduced to 1/3, then tell me what does it mean? Then it means 1 has become 1/3. So 100 will become 100 into 1/3, and therefore the index number will be 33.33. Their index number will be 33.33 because 100 into 1/3 is 33.33. If I say price is 1.5 times base price, then what it means? 1 has become 1.5, so 100 will become what? So index number will be 150. But if I say price increased by 1.5 times, then 1 rupee gone up by 1.5 to become 2.5. So when this is 100, what is this? That index number will be 250. These questions are very important. Clear? And then I make a list of the formulae. And the first formula being simple. But before that, the first formula being price relative. And you know that is P1 upon P0 into 100, which you can say Pn upon P0 into 100. Nth year. Current year. Current year can be 0, can be N. Notation can change. So Pn upon P0 into 100. Then tell me what is simple aggregative index number. Then it is sigma P1 over sigma P0 aggregative. Otherwise sigma Pn over sigma P0 into 100. Mind well, 1 means N. Then my next question is about the simple average of price relatives. What is simple average of price relatives? That is P1 upon P0 into 100. This is a price relative. And I take the total and divide by n. I take the total and divide by n. But when I say average, I am referring to arithmetic mean. If I ask you what is simple geometric mean of price relatives, simple geometric mean of price relatives, then it is going to be P1 upon P0, P1 upon P0, P1 upon P0 for all the commodities, and consider nth root of that, where we have seen how to find the nth root. And that outside that will be into 100. But tell me, how do you find the nth root? So how will you find nth root of x? X. Root 12 times. That minus 1. That divided by n. That plus 1. And into equal to 12 times. That will give you the nth root. Clear? But for the case of theory question, this geometric mean is antilog of 1 upon n summation log x, or log of P1 upon P0. P1 upon P0, log of that. Clear? It's an average of logs. It's an average of logs. But that is only for theory question. For solving the problem, the earlier one is good enough. Then my next question is, as a fifth formula, tell me what is weighted aggregative index number. What is weighted aggregative index number? It is sigma P1Q upon sigma P0Q into 100. Otherwise it is sigma P1W over sigma P0W into 100. Where always remember, quantity is weight. Weight is like frequency. So weight is nothing but frequency as well. Sigma P1Q upon sigma P0Q into 100. What is weighted average of price relatives? Now that is 1 upon total weight and summation P1 upon P0 into 100 into W. So which columns will you prepare? Tell me. They will give you P0s, P1s, W's. We will make a column P1 upon P0 into 100 into W. And then we take the totals of these. This total will be summation W. And this total will be summation P1 upon P0 into 100 into W. Clear? Now replace Q. So I'll get last pair. So tell me, last pair, what is the weight? Base quantity. Now this is MCQ. So what is last pair's formula? Sigma P1 Q0 over sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Pache, consider current quantity as a weight. And therefore the formula being sigma P1 Q1 over sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Dorbish-Bowley considered arithmetic mean of L and P. Marshall-Edgeworth considered arithmetic mean of quantity as a weight. Or you can also say total quantity as a weight. Means Q0 plus Q1 upon 2 as a weight, or just Q0 plus Q1 as a weight. And as such, this Marshall-Edgeworth formula is what? Laspere's numerator plus Pache's numerator over Lasperes denominator plus Pache's denominator into 100. Is that clear? That was Marshall-Edgeworth. Then my question is, tell me what about Walsh's index number? He considered geometric mean of quantity as a weight. That means root of Q0 into Q1 as a weight. So what is Walsh's index number? It is sigma P1 root of Q0 Q1 over summation P0 root of Q0 Q1 into 100. Clear? So this is number 7, this is number 8, this is number 9, this is number 10, this is number 11, and then you have as number 12 is Fisher's index number. And remember, this is known as what? Fisher's ideal index number. Now this is geometric mean of L and P. As such, this is root of L into P. This is root of L into P. Now remember, over. Now remember, these are price index numbers. But tell me, how will you get quantity index numbers? Where there is P, you have to write Q, and where there is Q, you have to write P. Replace P by Q and Q by P. I gave you a very sincere appeal. Look at the question carefully. Are they asking Lasperes price index or Lasperes quantity index? They ask quantity index, and if you find price index, you are going to end up not with 0, but you are going to end up with minus 0.25. So tell me, what will be Lasperes quantity index? Sigma Q1 P0 over sigma Q0 P0. What will be Pache's quantity index? Of course, into 100. What is Pache's quantity index? Sigma Q1 P1 over sigma Q0 P1 into 100. Others can be derived from this. And a big one, what is value index number? That is sigma P1 Q1 over sigma P0 Q0. Both are changing into 100. That is value index number, and it measures the change in value. And when I say value, it always means what? Expenditure. It means the what change in expenditure. Very simple. So if they give me the columns P0 means base price, value. If they give me P1 value, and they ask me Fisher's index number is what? Tell me, how will I go? Now tell me, this value is what? P0 into Q0. This value is what? P1 into Q1. So first of all, I will find Q0 as P0 Q0 divided by P0. Then I will find Q1 as P1 Q1 over P1. And then you can find the 4 totals required. Then tell me, what will be Fisher's index number? Root of L P1 Q0 over sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 over sigma P0 Q1, and outside the root it will be 100. That is Fisher's index number. Clear? Well, very simple. They will give you few things, they will ask you few other things, and you just have to shift the terms and you have to find out what they want. What they want. Suppose they give me, as an example I'm taking, suppose they give me L. Suppose they give me Dorbish-Bowley, and then they ask me Fisher's index number is what? Tell me, how should I go? Tell me, how should I go? How? So from Darvish-Pauli, which is L plus P upon 2, I can find out P equal to what? And then Fisher will be equal to root of L into P. Very simple. If I say, as a very specific question, if I say 3 times Darvish-Pauli is 2 times Fisher's index number, tell me, how will it go? Then, how should I go? They might ask you L equal to what, P equal to what, or something like that. Tell me, how will it go? It is 3 into L plus P upon 2 equal to 2 into root of L into P. Now they are given you L, na? So you can find out P from that. And then substitute C for which L and P choice. So they will have to give the P equal to naught. So you just have to check whether for this choice or that choice LHS equal to RHS. That you can find out. If I say that last Perez index is triple the Pache's index, and then they ask you Fisher's index is to Darvish-Pauli's index equal to what? Ratio. Now look at this very carefully. L is 3P. Now tell me, what is Darvish-Pauli's index? L plus 3P upon 2. That L plus P upon 2. So it will become 3P plus P, that upon 2. That is 4P upon 2. That is 2P. That will be equal to what? 2P. Now my question is, tell me, what is Fisher's index number? It is root of L into P, but that will mean root of 3P into P, that is root 3P. Correct, no? So this is Fisher's index number. And if that is true, then Darvish-Pauli's index number upon 2 is P, Pache's. And Fisher's index number upon root 3, this is also P. Both are same. And therefore Darvish-Pauli's index number upon 2 is equal to Fisher upon root 3. And if that is true, then root 3 upon 2 is Fisher upon Darvish-Pauli. So Fisher's to Darvish-Pauli's, this ratio has to become root 3 is to 2. Values can change. Clear? Is that clear? Well, I come to the type 2 of index number, and that is related to cost of living index number, CLI. CLI. That is also called generalized group index number. That is also called generalized group index number. And that is also called consumer's index number. Alternative names. Consumer's price index number. Now what will they give? They will give you what? They will give you the information about groups, I's, W's. You make a column IW. And this is summation W. And this is summation IW. And tell me CLI equal to what? Summation IW upon summation W. This is the first formula out here. But mind well, if they give you commodities, instead of groups they give you commodities, P0s, P1s, Q0, Q1s, etc. Then last Perez index number is nothing but CLI. So that's very important note. Last Perez index number does indicate the CLI. And therefore then in that case CLI will be equal to what? Sigma P1 Q0 over sigma P0 Q0 multiplied then by 100. But then as applications of this, as the first application, remember they will give you base CLI, and if not given then 100. They will give you current CLI, they will give you base salary, they will ask you required salary to maintain the standard of living. Obviously, it will be equal to, now suppose this is 140, then it will be 140 divided by 100 multiplied by, suppose base salary is 10,000, then into 10,000, that will be equal to 14,000. So 14,000 is the required salary. But required salary minus the salary given, mind well, salary given is 10,000, is nothing but the dearness allowance. And therefore dearness allowance will be equal to 4,000. Directly with example you can understand it better. Figures can be different, but the concept is going to remain out the same. But suppose if I tell you that CLI went up from 120 to 200, salary went up from 5,000 to 7,000, and then they ask you dearness allowance is equal to what? Tell me, how will it go? Then required salary is equal to 200 over 120 into 5,000 into 5,000. This is the required salary. Minus salary given is not to be considered to be 5,000 now, but is considered to be 7,000. That difference is dearness allowance. So dearness allowance is given to compensate with the increase in the cost of living, is just to compensate with the rise in cost, to maintain the standard of living. That's the first application of the concept of CLI. Second application is when the current CLI is something, suppose it is 125, base CLI is something, suppose it is given to be 110, otherwise we take 100. If this is 1, then what is this? That is called purchasing power of a rupee. So whenever it comes to purchasing power of a rupee, mind well, this is base CLI upon current CLI, always. And therefore this is 110 over 125. Whatever it comes, it is going to be point something. Right, now just have a complete concentration. But base CLI, if not given, is taken to be equal to 100. And it's not compulsory to take it equal to 100. We can make it equal to 1 as well. And then in that case, it will become 1 upon current CLI. So this is reciprocal of current CLI. This is theory MCQ. Reciprocal of CLI is nothing but purchasing power. That's a theory question. Clear? Because this can be made 1, this can be made 100, it can be made anything, whatever given, but therefore it becomes reciprocal of the current CLI. Then remember, as the third point, I find in the current year whatever value you have is the actual value. In the base year whatever you have is the real value or deflated value. Deflated value. And then this is suppose 140, suppose this is 100, then you can find the real, suppose the actual value is 10,000, then you can find the real value. In that case it will be 100 over 140 multiplied by 10,000. That will be the real or deflated value. But mind well, then this 100 is not compulsory, na? It can be 1 as well. And therefore I can reshuffle this formula for the theory question as actual value 10,000 divided by 140 current CLI, and that multiplied by 100. But it can, that 100 can become 1 as well, so it can just be written as actual value upon the current CLI. So it's a ratio between actual value and CLI. 100 is not compulsory. 100 is generally 100, but it's not necessarily 100. It can be 1 as well. Then in that case, you can drop it. So 1 upon CLI is purchasing power. So tell me, what is the relationship you have got? That the real value is equal to actual value into purchasing power of a rupee, because 1 upon CLI is purchasing power. 1 upon CLI is purchasing power. So it can be written like that as well. Theory questions. These are the 3 applications of this concept of what? CLI. Now if I ask you that the generalized group index is, suppose, 125, food index is 120, and others index maybe is 140, what percentage of weight is given to food? Tell me, how should I go? How should I go? Then consider the total weight to be 100 because it's percentage. X is given to food, so 100 minus X will be given to others. And then you will make a column I into W, which will be 120 into X. And this is 140 multiplied by 100 minus X. And then summation IW over summation W is given to be 125. So from that you can find the value of X. That X percent weight will be given to food. Clear? This is a very typical question, very classical questions. But those theory notes are important. So tell me, purchasing power is reciprocal of CLI. And the real or deflated value is actual value upon CLI. Into 100 is always there. Is that clear? Now the third application of this being splicing. Now remember, splicing is used when there is a series A, when there is a series B. Suppose this is 100, 120, 130. Suppose this is 100, 150, then 160, and like that. So we have got 2 incomplete series. 2 incomplete series. And we have to compute continuous series. Now there are got 2 options for that. Tell me, what are the 2 options? Using this, I can find out this. This is A spliced with B. And if using B I compute A, it's B spliced with A. B spliced with A. Now my question is, tell me, here I want to find B, na? So what is the shortcut did I tell you? B equal to B upon A into A. And when I have to find is A equal to A upon B into B. So tell me, what is the formula? So splicing A with B, as a theory question it might come. So A to B means you have to find A or B. You have to find A or B. B. So tell me, what is the formula? B equal to B upon A into A. So what is that? Current index in B. Whatever we want to find is current, na? So this is current index in B. It was equal to common index in B upon common index in A and current index in A. So here it is common, here it is common, and here it is current. And what we want to find is current. So just place this in mind for the theory question. Clear? And tell me, what is the formula then for splicing B with A? It's A equal to A upon B into B. Check and confirm. This is splicing. Nothing more than that can come in that type. It's very, very simple. Type number 4 being base shifting Now tell me, how should the base be? Base should be the normal year. And it should be the recent year. Now this is MCQ. It should be the recent year. Should be recent year. Normal year and recent year. Now suppose you have the series 100, 120, 140, 170. Suppose this is the year 2001, this is 2002, this is 2003, and this is 2004. This is old series with A equal to 100 means A is base. 2001 equal to 100 means 2001 is the base. I want to compute the new series. Suppose it is B. Suppose they want 2003 to be equal to 100 means base. What should I do? अभी जिस ईयर को बेस कहना है उसका इंडेक्स it should become what? 100. Now once it happens, I want to compute B, so it's like splicing only. And F equal to B upon A into A. And as such it will become 100 upon 140 into 100 for the first year. 100 upon 140 into 120 for the next year. And 100 upon 140 into 170 for the last year. So what is the formula? What we are finding here is new index in current year. New index in current year is equal to, now this is equal to, what is 100? 100 is always 100 because that has to become 100 if that year had to be the base. But my point is, what is 170? That is, what is 170? This, for that matter, what is this 140? This 140, old index in the new base year. That is the old index in the new base year. What is this 170? Old index in the current year. That is the old index in the current year. And you are interested in finding new index of the current year. And therefore I can write this as, this is new, that is old index in current year upon old index in new base year, and that multiplied 100 is always 100. 100 is going to be always what? 100. Is that clear? That's base shifting. So remember, base shifting has to be done when the base year is not a normal year, having the natural calamities. Otherwise, it is not a recent year, it is a year in the distant past. Fifth being, type 5 being, concept of fixed based indices and chain based indices, FBI and CBI. Fixed based indices and chain based indices, this being the concept of FBI and CBI. Now I want your complete concentration. Tell me what is price relative. That is P1 upon P0 into 100 or Pn upon P0 into 100. What is link relative? What is link relative? It is current upon previous into 100. That is Pn upon P of n minus 1. 10th year upon 9th year. 12th year upon 11th year. That multiplied by 100. That is the concept of what? Link relative. That is the concept of what? Link relative.